Akali and Mbessa. The carries on LYON are going to have to be very careful here in this one, as the final pick of the draft on the LYON side will be LeBlanc for Saint.
So it is going to be Cassio bot, and yeah, the chains there, you know, with LeBlanc, you can reveal the Akali. LYON returning from MSI, taking down #1 seeds from a bunch of different regions. They 3-0 Furia, they 3-0 Seer Whales, and they're going to get first blood here as well.
From 3-0s into 2v2s, Berserker wants another one, Berserker! He got too thirsty for it, but it's an execution.
Lethals here. Oh man, see if you actually have enough speed to chase him down. So still feeling it out, but yeah, execute.
Man, Quad is just not having a fun time here in this mid lane head-to-head. You saw Saint take a big chunk of his health again. Isles was also hanging around, so there was no opportunity for Quad to do anything back. So the Akali early lane being about as fun as you would expect. There's the flash coming in from Saint. Wants more and more auto attack to turn it around. It's a 1-for-1 thanks to the turret, but now back in the mid lane, Isles has to get away from Griffin. The Lee Sin going in for another kill. Wants to try to give FlyQuest the advantage here, and the resonating strike finds its target. Griffin ties up the game.
All right, the jungler versus support matchup here goes the way of Griffin. Not necessarily a fair one there, as Isles was toying around and trying to get vision deep in the jungle. And now another scrap, Flowers.
Yeah, Berserker's coming in after Masu. One more Twin Fang finds the throat of Ziggs. And that's another kill going to Berserker. 2-1-0 here with the Cassiopeia.
I love it. Everybody's back and we're limit testing. Everybody's hands checking each other. And the Saint one, by the way, was super worth it. That mid lane dive they did there were so many minions at the tower. Yep. So he did not hesitate to flash and push Quad even further back. But now we're on another roam, and we're going to continue to keep the action.
All right, the ganks just keep coming. Gakko's stunned up by the hook shot. Dokla going in. Gakko's flashing back underneath the turret as Armeo wanted to help make it a 3-man play, but instead he's going to be found in the enemy jungle as Griffin and Cryogen coming around looking to turn things back on the Jarvan. Armeo down to 350 HP. Not quite enough damage to kill him just yet, but Griffin finally gets it. Now Isles and Dokla going in for something more. Meganar finds a target onto Cryogen, and a level 3 Leona will not survive the burst from the...
When you get this far behind, he stands in between you and the wave, and if you're using your bouncing bombs for last hitting, well, guess what's going to happen? You're going to push that wave away from yourself.
That's what's going to happen here on the top side as Gakko's tries to get away, but Dokla goes in for one more auto attack.
And you can see that FlyQuest are keeping these Ziggs on bottom side, so I would assume they're giving it, even though he does have teleport.
Okay, you do have a lot of FlyQuest players hanging around here. They're certainly thinking about it at the very least, but they took too long to think because LYON. Meanwhile, still only level 4 on Isles Camille. He only needs another minion or two to actually hit level 5, but he's been roaming so much, he's just not been near any of the EXP as it happens, but the Hextech Drake goes to LYON.
And you know who the beneficiary of that is? Level 9 for Berserker. We can see he's already level 9, and Masu's still level 7. He's about to hit 8, but that's a full level lead there. Obviously, Berserker winning that 1v1, getting so much solo XP. This Cassio is really getting accelerated.
Okay, Griffin goes in. Public execution, though, it misses! Gakko's doesn't line up the ulti where Griffin found the Dragon's Rage, so Dokla's able to get away for now. Big Dokes fighting underneath the turret, nearly kills them both off. A blunder from FlyQuest as Dokla's about to transform into Mega Gnar, and LYON wants to try to find a counterplay now. They immediately send it in. Armeo's grabbing the kill on Gakko's. Griffin trying to get away, flashes out of the Cataclysm, but Cryogen is trapped. Isles still looking, seeing maybe if there's something else they can do. Meanwhile, it's Saint jumping in over the wall with the distortion, and Griffin's out of the observers. Could you pan over the bottom lane tier 1 turret for me real quick? That stupid ward is in the way on the mini-map. The other one, I want to see if there's any plates taken on the LYON side turret, because first turret was acquired. Okay,
the baby plate.
One single plate from the bottom lane turret is the only thing FlyQuest has got this entire game.
And I will say, that baby plate sometimes just gets taken by minions.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a pity plate.
It's
like
really
when you're playing video games with your kid brother and you give him the controller, it's not even connected. He thinks he's in the game.
Well, they can mash that button as much as they want. The character ain't gonna jump, because right now it's LYON, the only ones making any decision.
This position where all the lanes are winning. Dokla's now 2.6k ahead. He is ridiculously strong. And Berserker's going to be a problem too, so it's like you have to kill Berserker somehow, but you have to fight through.
Thinkard looks catatonic, man. He is not.
Maybe some tools, maybe a 6th player that they can get in there?
They might have more problems than that. Masu stays alive for just a moment, and it's the Locket of the Iron Solari from Cryogen, the shield, barely enough to keep his carry standing. But Masu's Ziggs might as well be invisible this game. 0-2 and 0 has not been able to accomplish a whole lot of anything. Isles immediately popping the hook shot right back into Gakgos as the FlyQuest top laner is nearly instantly killed from Saint's burst. Nobody dies on either side, but for FlyQuest, man, this is so scary.
I mean, I like Saint's movement, but here we go.
Nice play. There we go. That's what you guys are talking about. If you want to get back into the game,
It seems like he's making the most of it. He's sticking in range for a lot of these tethers as we have Dokla.
Oh boy, yep, Masu immediately in some danger, tries to get at the right angle here for his satchel, wants to jump over the wall into the safety of the chickens, but no chickens will be found. It's LYON, the ones eating good. The Zig's dead again. The punish onto Masu. How dare he step out close to the midpoint of the map as Dokla just goes right back to stealing away camp. If Griffin tries to fight over this big Krug, he may just die. The kick away onto Isles isn't going to matter. Armeo swoops in, Dokla gets the kill, and Griffin doesn't even get the Krug.
Dude, Dokla is an absolute monster, man. Yeah. This guy is a beast. He's taking your Krug, he's taking your life, he's 2v1ing people.
He's not done. It's Berserker and Dokla getting another kill. The jungle is not even safe. He was chance of being able to kill this Gnar, mini form or not.
Certainly not. Yeah, I would run the other way. They're going to run away from the dragon. Armeo is on objective duty. Good job. Keep collecting those. Big Dokes also, I interviewed him before this match, and he was very respected.
It's a Baron at 23 minutes for LYON,
be honest with the people, you know?
Yeah, that's, this is a 10,000 gold lead, right? This is totally comebackable.
Yeah, I mean, compared to that,
all the ability haste that he can constantly go in for these plays. Gakgos' public executions have not been good this game, and Berserker ought to just be able to outplay him and slay him here as Dokla's going to be under pressure from 3 down in the enemy jungle, tries to flash away, keeps himself alive, getting away from Sonic Wave. Dokla still hanging on down here. Everything FlyQuest.
Because LYON are constantly in their jungle on both sides of the map. They see everything that they are doing, and it feels like it is only a matter of time before LYON take this first game.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Feeling good for now. Quad trying to wrap around through this left side flank, but the mid lane tier 3 turret still eating a lot of damage. As Cryogen loses half HP, not going to find a target. There with the E, over the wall comes Gakgos, public execution. It's not going to do a whole lot here just yet, but Saint is finally going to get shut down by Masu, but FlyQuest health bars are just melting. Even when they finally get something, LYON gets more. Quad gets a shutdown. Berserker finally dies, but Dokla's ready with a mop and bucket to clean him up. FlyQuest finally finds a couple of kills, but they lose 4 in the process. Gakgos teleporting to the Nexus turrets just for the shield to try to defend, but he's here in a 1v3. Isles goes in for the hook shot. Armeo's ready to follow up with the EQ combo. Isles still staying alive. Dokla needs a little bit more damage, and he should be able to find it. One more boulder toss ain't going to get the mark, but the crunch does. Ace for Dokla. That is a dominating game 1 from LYON, maintaining their form from MSI and trashing FlyQuest here in this first one.
LYON are picking up right where they left off in the LCS.
His Shen was showing up from the start. I feel like Isles on the Shen, very, very powerful, especially when you consider champions like Olaf, who need a lot of auto attacks. The Spirit's Refuge can do a lot, but the final pick of the draft for FlyQuest is Sylas for Quad. How are we feeling about the value that he gets from the ultis he can steal? Because I feel like...
You talked to Griffin as well. It's similar sentiments, and now Griffin's face-checking into the Xin here early on. That is very good for Armeo, and he forces the flash.
Yeah, that was dire news. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom lane, Berserker under a lot of pressure, flashing away, trying to survive. Masu chasing him underneath the turret. It's first blood back up into the Sylas, making a 1-for-1 as Isles and the turret get revenge. Isles continuing to march forward, but he does not have the cooldowns to get a second kill. So an even trade in bottom side, but first blood belongs to FlyQuest in game 2.
Yeah, the minions are pushing away from them, but they do have teleport. Both of them have teleported. Isles cancels his recall, as does Cryogen. We're going again, round 2.
They immediately try to go in for the taunt onto Masu, but instead Instead, it's a mistake, a blunder from LYON. Isles wanted to hang.
Gank.
Yup, this is trouble for the LYON bot side duo. Remember, there's no flash available on Berserker. They are immediately going to go right in after the Jace. It's all too easy once Griffin shows up. Berserker is dead for the second.
Such a tough spot to be in when you're just watching minions die, but they're moving up here. LYON are around.
Yep, it's Armeo and Ios immediately coming in, looking to start up this fight. Armeo dropping the Crescent Guard as Dokla swoops in from the side, and Griffin's already going to be killed down in the bottom lane here at the same time. Berserker down to 100 HP. Flash over the wall coming out from Gakkos. Berserker triumphs here in the 1v1 as Quad flashes over the wall to get away from Saints. It's LYON popping off in two different places at once. Berserker with the outplay. LYON with the better skirmish in the topside river. Isles is not done yet. He's going to find the potential recall. Auto attack, shadow dash, auto attack. Isles buries Quad.
Beautiful teleports plus a stolen Shen ultimate. And Isles doesn't have his yet, and he's under attack in the pit.
Yep, that's only a level 4 Shen trying to get away here as Griffin uses the ulti. He was thinking if Isles shies the shadow dash over the wall, I can follow him here with a cease and desist. Isles waits though, and now he's going very far behind enemy lines. No help is coming. Quad should be able to take this kill, no problem. Goes ahead and commits the unleashed
Very
power.
non-threatening, shall we say, on that all-in. But Cryogen is back, and now he doesn't have it ult this time. Let's see.
Yep, the first one didn't work, so let's try it a second time. Dokla, the focus of not only Cryogen and Gakkos, but Griffin now also ready to join the party. Dokla has no flash. There's no way out here for the Volley Bear. They give the kill over to Gakkos, and FlyQuest.
W to stop recalls.
Yeah, Armeo steps up when becomes lightning, stopping that recall exactly as you're saying. Cryogen and Griffin making their way up. Berserker looking to put the damage into Gakkos, kill off the Olaf, trying to get back away from the turret aggro, as now it's a finish kill from Griffin. Berserker dies. Armeo, the weak are scattered, and the Xin Zhao falls. It's a big overcommit coming in from LYON. FlyQuest sends the whole team and crushes. Isles is the common denominator of these shenanigans.
Is the Silas bot guy.
Isles is like, I've seen this before. Don't worry, Berserker.
Ooh, I've seen that before too. Griffin making another.
Go for it and back them up. This play is being scouted by Vision, but they don't care.
Yup, they're just gonna full send after Berserker. The Jace about to fall. He fights as long as he can, but ultimately FlyQuest get what they
Sneak
can.
it away, but he doesn't have the damage.
Yeah, this is not particularly quick with just Xin Zhao solo DPSing the Drake. Down to 3,000 HP on that one. Nice scat of the week. Dokla loses 1/3 of his HP, but still confident enough to stay here on the front line. Cryogen stepping up alongside Griffin. Now Isles going to be the target for Masu as the Silas moves forward. Drake control. Forced away, and FlyQuest will take first to the Rift Herald pit. It looks like Armeo is already in there, starting that one up. Meanwhile, Dokla in some trouble up here on the top side. Unleashed power forces the defensive ulti out of Big Dokes. The bear nearly dead, forced to back off, and that means that Armeo can also no longer maintain the confidence to take the Herald. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom lane, it's another play coming out from FlyQuest. They find the kill onto the enemy mid laner. Back up in the top side, Armeo trying to re-engage after Quad. Cryogen following up behind him, trying to protect his own mid laner. Cryogen gets through, throws back a stun to keep himself and his mid laner alive. Gakkos still putting in work in the bottom lane tier 1 as FlyQuest disengages up here in the top side river at the same time. 2,500 gold lead for FlyQuest. The Rift Herald restarted now by LYON, and it looks like they will be able to claim that one. FlyQuest backs away, but they'll take first turret in the bottom lane in trade.
Yeah, great moves from FlyQuest. Again, the bot side, you saw that dive, the double unstoppable Vi and the Olaf. You kind of feel bad for Victor, maybe. Maybe you don't if you don't like the champion. But there's not a lot he could do about it. Now they're going for Isles from Masu, the other side of the map. So they don't even lose anything on the other side of the map. Really nicely done.
All right, we're not done topside. This time, Dokla has to use his flash to get away. The ulti not available here yet again. That is the second unleashed power coming out from the Syndra, trying to get the kill here onto this Volley Bear. One more orb should be able to do it, but Dokla with a nice heal there stays alive.
Holy.
Big Dokes at 11 HP manages to survive another attempt from FlyQuest, but he's in no position to continue defending.
No way.
They're still not done. Griffin wants to commit. He goes in and he smiles smites him down like a minion. Griffin claims the bear camp, and FlyQuest get themselves their 13th kill.
We got some posters on the top lane. They're chasing after this bear, taking him down. It was pretty well played by Dokla. Got that second hit of his W for that big heal. You can see Cryogen was trying to like kind of dance around on the range of it, but ended up giving it to him.
You know what's super funny? I was thinking when he casted his E and he was waiting Volibear for it to come down and give him the shield. I was like, just keep running, get out.
The game in the top side. I feel like the moment that really broke this game was that blundered attempted dive from LYON that FlyQuest were able to get a 4-for-1 for. That game has been FlyQuest's ever since, and it's not stopping. Dokla's still trying to escape. He gets another nice heal with a Volibear, but no way. Griffin and Gatkos have more than enough damage to burn through that drain tanking. While the Rift Herald is summoned up in the mid lane, that's going to take the gravity field, continues chasing after LYON mid laner. Gatkos throws the axe out, but it's not going to find the target here just yet. It will not matter. There goes Saint. His prayers go unanswered, and FlyQuest are heading straight over to the Drake. They'll grab Soul Point 20 minutes into the game.
Exactly. Soul Point here now, so a massive win condition. They're already really in control of this one and just continuously putting the pressure onto LYON. And so much of the story is we're maybe going to see a little bit of a fight here.
Maybe. Cryogen continuing to walk away. Armeo
For themselves, and Saints under attack again.
Yup, he steps up, but Quad is waiting in the brush. Scatter the Weak collides, but here comes Isles trying to help Saint survive. It's a massive counter engage from Cryogen, but there's no damage ready to follow it up, so Cryo falls. LYON keeps Saint going. They get a kill of their own in return. Now Gatkos is split pushing on the other side of the map here at the same time. Looks like FlyQuest won't get anything back.
Yeah, they were both setting up plays, but LYON was setting up a bigger play. You saw them all 5 into the river going to get Baron Vision. So
now the play continues, though. Dokla's going to be your target, but it's Griffin who's killed off first. Shut down over to Armeo as FlyQuest will also lose Masu. That's another 2 kills going the way of LYON. And this FlyQuest lead, this 3,500 gold advantage, has disappeared like magic. LYON have the enemy jungler dead for the next 30 seconds, and Baron is right there ready for the taking. Quad is not just going to let this happen, though. This Syndra sweeping around, wants to make some kind of a big play. He's got Cryogen coming up behind him. The Baron's at about 5,000 HP. Cryogen here in the pit. Gatkos also has arrived into the fight. The Baron's going to be your target. Gatkos makes his way in. The Baron going to be secured by LYON as Quad is about to die. Berserker grabbing the kill on that one as Armeo is taken low. Gatkos still looking to find something. Over the wall goes Isles. Cryogen's going to die here next. It is a slaughter. And I feel like the big thing now for the FlyQuest side is you got to look at this Infernal Soul. That's got to be your way to try to retake control over the game, but it's Dokla going in after Griffin. It's Dokla grabbing a kill. FlyQuest jungler dead for the next 45 seconds. He will be alive with about 30 seconds on the clock until that soul spawns. But right now, LYON's just using the opportunity to floor it. They're going straight for the enemy base. They take down the push continues. They've got the Red Bull Baron power play for another 90 seconds. They're forcing down the tier 3 turret. Nobody on FlyQuest is able to defend against this right now. They've even got Quad up in the top side. They've got Gatkos over in mid lane just trying to get something back here. They need this soul to bring this game back to an even state.
And Masu's trying to buy time for his ult to come back up. He actually used it on the Volibear ult and then just spent the Volibear ult because he realized that's not what I want right now. He has no TP.
He tries to go back in after Saint, lands a good chunk of damage. So Masu and Saint both going to be injured here, but it is LYON in the meantime that have earned themselves control over the objective pit, and they will...
Oh, they're flanking. They're making...
Okay. Is this what they want? Isles again could be your target. Nice scatter the weak there from Quad. Finds half of the HP on the Victor. Meanwhile, Isles back in the pit now. Stand United stolen away by Masu. They want to go in. They've already found the LYON support. Now Dokla trying to get a kill back. Quad's under a lot of pressure. Has to try to get himself away. Cryogen burning down in the backside of the Baron pit here at the same time. Stand United coming in, looking to keep him alive, but Dokla's already got the kill. Nice shot coming in from Berserker to make it a twofer as it's a 3v3 on the map now. Saint, Armeo, and Berserker versus Gatkos, Griffin, and Masu. Berserker getting away for now. Griffin barely staying alive, but he burns down to Saint. Berserker on the chase. He turns it around, he outplays it, he's dominating. Gatkos, nothing but a corpse on the floor as Masu has to run a bloodbath.
I didn't think there was any way he was killing Quad when he had to use the stasis early. Look at this stolen Stand United. That's like 2,000 damage that he burst through from Masu's ult, and LYON are on the Baron here. Masu's back trying to keep him off.
Yeah, Masu stealing away the Xin Zhao ulti, tries to jump in, makes some sort of a play. Big abduct, hits Berserker, but where's the rest of the follow-up? The Baron already secured by Armeo. Cryogen makes his way into the pit. They're going to find Guardian Angel #1. Isles is already down. Armeo trying to fight here for the 1v3, but Berserker resurrects. Now going to be knocked down for real this time. Masu and Cryogen in the 2v1 against Armeo. They're going to have to take the Guardian Angel, then the Xin Zhao himself, but they've got to get away because Big Dokes has arrived. He's got Saint right behind him, and Cryogen falls, but now Griffin has showed up. Masu wants to jump right back in, and the fight's not over. Gakos joins the fray, and Dokla takes a ton of damage. Goes golden for a second, tries to keep himself alive here with the ulti, but he won't be able to out-heal it. Now Saint's under pressure. Griffin diving into towards the mid laner as the resurrection comes through, but Griffin is already dead. Masu continuing the chase now with a stolen Arcane Storm. Another zone just comes out. Armeo wants to turn it right back around. It's a double kill of it as Saint. Gakos needs a little bit more damage. The gravity field's going to slow him down, but it will not kill him here just yet. Armeo turns around, and
Saint too, to keep the party going.
Exactly, it just kept going, and then the Olaf respawns, he TPs in, Saint is trying to keep him away, but Griffin arrives, and they just constantly are throwing themselves into these fights time and time and time again.
And then look at the body blocking.
We're not done, hold on, Saint's gonna get dove now by Griffin, going in after the enemy mid laner, but he can't find the kill. Cryogen's flank should now just turn into a grave for the Rel. He has no damage to back him up, but he can make enough distance to use the blast cone for the extra escape. Accelerated shock blast, continuing to chip away at the health bars of FlyQuest. LYON, now again, they have stopped the potential Infernal Soul from FlyQuest. They have an 8,000 gold lead. They're barreling through the tier 3 turret here in the mid lane while the inhibitor is already exposed in the bottom side. It's a 5v3 here for the next 25 seconds. LYON wants to end this game and make it a clean 2-0 series to kick off summer against FlyQuest. And they're poised to do just that. Bottom lane inhibitor about to crumble, and the full 5-man press comes out from LYON. First Nexus turret already down. Cryogen tries to go in and mount the defense, but it will not do a thing. Gakos shot through the heart as he tries to dive towards the carries. Masu's the last man standing, and he too will fall. It was a back and forth bloodbath here in the second game, but LYON prevails and clean sweep FlyQuest 2-0 to start off summer.
Wow, what a comeback.